Hi, everybody. My name is Bethany Jett, and we are conducting interviews with the faculty at the Right to Publish conference. And I'm really excited, actually super privileged even, to have with me Victoria Duerstock, who is the contest director for the Serious Writer and Almost an Author Awards. And so we're going to dig into contests today and kind of give you just some insight and some information, some details, and things to watch out for. So Vicky, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Contests are a big job because you've got books coming in and submissions coming in. And so let's just dig right in to contest. But before we do that, let's find out a little bit more about you. So why don't you tell us about yourself and a unique fact, something people may not know.
Sure. I am happily married and have 3 wonderful children. I trained as a classical musician and have my degree in piano performance as well as a master's degree in music education. And so I have taught piano and voice for many years, and I enjoy that, just the opportunity to teach. And I have been an avid reader forever because I'm an only child. And so I either played the piano or I read books. Kind of my childhood. I was not athletic and still am not. So the children are very thankful that they did not keep those genes from me. But I enjoy writing and learning about building platform and all the details and the nitty-gritty that goes into becoming a better writer and author. And so I'm learning and working and hustling, and contests is one of those opportunities where I just get to learn about other people, learn about things that judges are looking for. And it's been a really unique opportunity to work with contests already. And I do enjoy it. It's been a real privilege. The only unique thing I can think of off the top of my head right now that you may not know is that my mom is Australian. She's from Sydney. And so I actually lived there as a child for several years and started school there, which is one of the reasons I graduated so young. I was 16 when I graduated high school.
Wow. That's crazy. It's like you have a lot of unique facts in there. And you mentioned athletics. Your kids are involved in soccer and do very, very well.
They got that from their dad.
I love it. Okay, let's jump into contests. Now, I do want to let everybody know there's actually 4 contests that are happening with the Right to Publish conference. 2 of them are held by Right to Publish, and those are the Alumni Awards and the Brimstone Fiction Editor's Choice Award. And there are a lot of details that go into that. So if you want to check out either one of those contests, please be sure to go to the website. We'll have it linked in the description below so that you can get all that information. So we are going to focus today on the awards that the Serious Writer Company is sponsoring, and that would be the Almost an Author Award and the Serious Writer Medal. So those are 2 totally different animals. Let's jump into the Almost an Author Unpublished Awards first. Why don't you just let us know all the details that you want to share?
Sure. The Almost an Author Awards are, just like Bethany just said, they are the unpublished awards. This doesn't necessarily mean that you've never been published in any category. It's just an opportunity that perhaps you're a fiction author and maybe you have been published in fiction, but maybe you've always wanted to try your hand at another category like nonfiction or a devotional or a children's picture book, and maybe you've just never done anything like that before. Well, you're unpublished in that category. That means you can submit to Almost an Author. Also, if you've never been published in any category, you can enter multiple categories and see what kind of things may work for you. There's poetry, there's inspirational, which is 1,000-word maximum. So a lot of the categories aren't terribly long. So you still have time maybe to put some things together, put some finishing touches on it, and get submitted before the deadline.
Okay, so that's fantastic. So I'm going to repeat that back to you. So for, let's say, a nonfiction author who has been published before, because they've not been published in any fiction, they can enter as many of the fiction categories as they want to.
That's right. And we are grouping some of the fiction together, like thriller and mystery and suspense will all be judged together versus maybe romance and westerns. So they're not necessarily going to have to go up against each other because they're 2 different genres.
That's exciting. Yay. Okay. So that's fun because then anyone really can enter the Almost an Author Awards. It's really, as long as you're paying attention to your category is the big
That's right. Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so then the one that's a little bit more narrow focused for who can enter would be the Serious Writer Medal. So can you tell us about that?
That's right. There are 3 major categories for Serious Writer Medal. It's fiction, nonfiction, and then children and YA are grouped together. And the Serious Writer Medal will go to the person that is chosen out of those entries that submitted a book that was published sometime during the year in 2017. So we're very specific about when it was published, what we're looking for in that category.
Now, what if I have self-published a book in 2017? Can I still enter?
Yes, self-published books are judged the same as traditional published books.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, this is exciting. And I know we have prizes.
Yes.
So we wanted to talk about prizes?
Absolutely. And I'm going to look at my notes because it is kind of an extensive package that we're offering, which is really exciting. First of all, whether you sign up for Almost an Author or if you sign up for the Serious Writer Medal, you automatically get a class in the Serious Writer Academy, Winning at Winning contests. And so that's a really great class that Kyle Young has taught to actually teach you how to win at a contest, which very useful information. And it's an opportunity to get a class without having to pay anything additional. So it's really a huge bonus to our contest. And then the prize package, first place awards in the Serious Writer Medals include the medallion, the award medallion. There will be stickers for your book that you can actually put on your book that says the Serious Writer Medal, which will be nice. They look really, really nice on the cover. And then all other places within those categories will get certificates and presentation covers, and there will be one overall winner. So there'll be first place in fiction, there'll be first place in nonfiction, first place in children's and YA, but then one overall winner will be chosen, and that person's going to get a discount of $100 to either the 2019 Right to Publish conference or a Serious Writer conference that we'll be having this year. They'll have $100 in cash and a $160 package of classes from the Serious Writer Academy.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good package. Not gonna lie.
I know, it just kept getting better and better.
Yeah, like, wow. I mean, cash is cool, but you know, there's so much more.
And I want to say too, the class that is being offered for free. So basically you can enter either one of the contests, get this free class, Winning at Winning contest. And the reason that is such a great class is because when Kyle was getting started in the writing industry, he entered a ton of contests and I think won first in almost every category that he entered. So his name was just constantly being called up. And I know a lot of his clients have used that same formula that he teaches and are winning contests too, which is fantastic. So it's almost a no-brainer to try your hand at the contest and get the class, which is great.
I think that that's one of the huge advantages that we have in what we're offering is it's a low entry fee. It's not a high entry fee. I've seen other contests that have a much higher price. And then the fact that you actually don't have to attend the conference in order to be able to participate is also a really huge benefit to anyone. I mean, wherever you are, if you can't afford necessarily to come to the conference, you can still participate in the contest and have your name called, possibly.
That's fantastic. And let's talk about the deadlines, because for the Serious Writer Medal, people actually have to mail their book. So when is the absolute last day that they can have that book to the post office?
May 1st. And so it needs to be postmarked May 1st, which, obviously won't be in my hands by May 1st, but as long as it's postmarked by May 1st, it will still qualify for the Serious Writer Medal. And then the Almost an Author submissions all have to be in as well by May 1st, by midnight.
By midnight Eastern or Pacific?
If I get them by midnight in any time zone, we'll let them in.
I love it. So there is still plenty of time to enter these contests. I think that's one of the big things we wanted to say is, as we get closer to the deadline, people might feel like it's too short of a time, but it's really not. Like, there's still time.
Yeah, there's still time. There's still some categories where even if you haven't written out, an entire novel, or, you don't have a complete proposal ready for something, you can still put together several genres where you could enter and just see maybe if there's some promise there for you for your future. The other thing I did want to make sure I didn't walk away from was the Almost an Author Award package, because that's a little bit different than the Serious Writer Medal package. Everyone that places will receive a certificate and a presentation cover. But there will be 2 winners declared in the Almost an Author category. They're overall winners, and they're going to get $50 cash each, $50 discount for either the 2019 Right to Publish Conference or a Serious Writer Conference registration. And they will also receive the $160 package of courses at Serious Writer Academy. So that's 2 people will have the opportunity to win that in Almost an Author.
That's amazing. So, yeah. And the best thing too, and you've said this a few times, and I just want to say it again, you do not have to be present to win. So this is an amazing group of contests to enter because you don't have to actually be at the conference. We hope you'll be there. But
right. Obviously, it would be great fun to receive, your certificate or your medal live and in person. But we know that's not always, possible.
Yeah. This is amazing. I'm excited about, the entries that are coming in, and
yes.
We're super excited. So any other last minute reiterations that we just want to drive home with contests? I know the publication date is the big one. 2017 for the Serious Writer Medal is.
That's right. Yeah, so there's not a ton of rules, but there are a few. And so as long as you're paying attention to that page at Right to Publish, and Bethany's going to put that in the notes where to go so you can look at the other contests that are there as well. As long as you're just kind of paying attention to what it says and trying to, follow the outline the best you can, you're not going to go wrong. It's going to go really well. And we're going to just really appreciate the opportunity to see what you're working on.
Hey, we're really excited. This is fantastic. And for those of you who have entered the contest already, we are excited for you and cheering you on. And for those of you who are still on the fence, there is still time to enter. So do not miss out on those fantastic prizes because that's incredible.
I know, it's a great prize package, really.
I love it. Thank you for taking time out of your day. You wear many hats and are incredibly busy. So I appreciate the interview time with you and getting to talk to you and sharing with everybody about, more details about the contests.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate the opportunity just to get people excited about entering the contests and just seeing what kind of doors open from there, because you just never know.
Exciting. Okay, so for those of you who are watching, May 1st is the deadline for Almost an Author and the Serious Writer Medal. There are different deadlines for the other contests. So we will have the link for you, and be sure to check out all the details, follow submission guidelines, and get your work entered. We'll see you next time with more faculty interviews. Bye-bye.